For 20 years, frozen ponds here in Minnesota have become home to the ultimate hockey showdown. The U.S. Pond Hockey Championships are happening right now at Lake Nokomis, and that's where we find our Adam Duxter. Adam, what's going on out there, man?
Yeah, Reg, things are just getting ready to get going here. Puck drop today on Lake Nokomis, 8:15 a.m. And I can tell you, we can't pick the weather ever, but if you could, I think this might maybe be ideal in terms of what you get here on Lake Nokomis. Beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. I'm joined by Jesse DeLoret. You help run this thing, man, every year. This has got to be exactly what you all were hoping for.
This is it. I mean, obviously last year you had your cold, then you got warm, but this year Mother Nature, we couldn't be happier. She really came through for us.
20 years. This is a fan favorite here in town. But for someone who's maybe new to town or doesn't know about this event, what is this weekend all about?
It's about hockey. I mean, obviously it's Hockey Day Minnesota today, so obviously there's a lot of things going on out in Shakopee, but obviously here, we've been here for the last, 13, 14 years, so we get a great coverage by the media, obviously, and everyone comes to town. We have a team from Japan this year, the UK, and the traffic has been phenomenal, and the weather we couldn't be happier about.
I mean, you mentioned the bitter cold and then the warm last year. Today is perfect for someone who's never been out on a Saturday. We've got some championship games today. What are people going to be able to expect when they come out here, even just to be a spectator?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of good things going on. Obviously, first and foremost, we have some great partnerships this year. JP Morgan Chase, their footprint here in the Twin Cities is growing, so they came on board. We couldn't be happier, and obviously they're a platinum level sponsor. So, and also we have the Red Bull Zone with the miniature putt-putt course. We have a lot of cool things going on today. Championship, it's our first day of championships. Saturday, our lower level, our rink rat divisions, that starts right now at 8:15. The playoffs start right now, and we expect probably a good 10 to 15,000 spectators down here.
10 to 15,000 people all on Lake Nokomis, and they're not going to get a better day than today to do it. So absolutely perfect out here on Lake Nokomis, Reg. And tell you what, compared to last Saturday on Lake Harriet when we were out there, this is tropical. This is absolutely perfect. I might take my gloves off, Reg. This is pretty sweet.
I love that for you. Thanks a lot, Adam, live at Lake Nokomis. Now, Minnesota is known as the state of hockey in the land of 10,000 lakes. It only makes sense our state would host the U.S. Pond Hockey Championships. Our Adam Duxter is there on Lake Nokomis now. Adam, how's it going over there?
Yeah, Reg, this is actually one of the first events that I covered after joining WCCO in 2021. And since then, it really has become one of my favorite weekends because it is so cool and it is so Minnesotan in every single way. And I'm joined by the commissioner, Jim Darlene. This is got to be just a relief of just seeing all these teams out here and exciting. Last year, warm, cold, second weekend gone. Tell me how you're feeling now, year 20, being out here today.
Yeah, thanks for being out here. It is the 20th anniversary, and you're right. Last year was a tale of two weekends, a great first weekend and a disappointing second, but this weekend's just pure excitement and just very thankful that we're able to have everybody out here for the 20th anniversary.
You were saying 20 years in, this might be some of the best ice that you've ever seen.
Yeah, as the weekend goes on, our crew's able to make a lot of repairs and adjustments to the ice, and with championships being on both Saturday and Sunday, super important. If you could see around some of the skating behind us, it's almost like indoor ice out here, which is pretty cool to see and great to have for these athletes.
And I know you said championships today and tomorrow. That's new this year. But for people to come out, even if they're just a spectator, what can they expect to see?
Yeah, so first of all, great hockey when it is to the playoffs. It's fun all weekend, but once you get into the brackets, it becomes much more competitive. And, I think like with the weather this weekend, you can come down, find a team. There's teams from Minnesota, from all over the U.S. Pick one, become a fan, follow them through their playoff journey, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, you mentioned teams, hundreds of teams from all over the country. What is it, do you think, that is still a draw in year 20 for teams to come from all over to play in this event?
Well, I think if you'd ask the athletes, they would say, they weren't disappointed last year, or if they've lost about actually losing, it's that weekend with their friends are over. And so for so many of these teams, this is circled on the calendar. It's an event where they can get back together, And, work doesn't matter down here at Nokomis or what's going on around the world. It's 4 days of playing some fun hockey the way nature intended.
And you've got maybe the perfect weather for it. And I'll tell you what, we were talking in the newsroom before I went out this morning. Not the best skater in the world, but this is the event where you do just, I don't know, you want to put on the skates. You want to get out on these rinks because you're seeing how much fun everyone else is having, Reg. So maybe when the show's over, you and Adam grab your skates, meet me out here. We'll get a team going.
Adam said he'll be there. I roller skate, but I think our producer Marissa's offered to teach me and Adam how to skate, so more to come on that. Thanks a lot, Adam.